Ladies and men folk,
women and gents,
you're people of culture and true common sense.
you know what you know and you like what you like.
Like singing a song or riding a bike.
2-hour symphonies.
Ping pong.
Canoeing.
Poetry.
Football.
Or, get this, yellow snowshoeing.
We like that stuff too.
It's the greatest.
You bet.
And topping the list, Romeo and Juliet.
It's Shakespeare's great classic.
We can't get enough, but make no mistake, writing that stuff is tough.
Sublime in its scope, nothing is more artful.
It deserves honors and lauds by the cartful.
The play is just perfect.
Nothing is wrong.
Except that it's almost 2 hours
Too long.
The play is still great, so we need not repeat it.
But you need to be Albert Einstein just to read it.
Now, don't get us wrong, we love William Shakespeare.
But in this new century, he's not very clear.
Yet, only in reverence to him, our great hero, do we pull the bar back to our level 0.
So we've changed the play a bit. We shortened the play, changed some names, made it rhyme. No more of that blank verse, bro. We don't think he'd mind.
A rhyming tetrameter is thought quite useful.
But could make the play a bit Dr. Seussful.
And what's wrong with that? Why, as sure as we're standing, Seuss is good too, and most folks understand him.
But don't get the notion that the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet is our one main intention.
We never do that.
No, we wouldn't. Oh no, and that's why we're bothering telling you so.
A prologue is given to the top of the play.
A paragraph giving the whole plot away.
It must be important. There must be a reason for Shaky to put it there.
Unless he's just teasing.
Our prologue's addressed. Our prologue's addressed, so let's watch and see.
This lamentable,
Horrible,
gross comedy. Oh, sorry. I meant to say tragedy. Verona's the place from where our play is picked. 2 families live there, and man, were they ticked. The ancient grudge match happened much before this story, and rekindled hatred made their feud more gory. Straight from the loins of those mentioned above, popped Kid 1 and Kid 2, and they fell in love. Kid 1 and Kid 2 later each took their life as a result of their parental strife. The families to fighting and feuding were fettered, but somehow the death of their kids made it better. The families were best friends now, and they'd all go on hikes. Mud wrestle. Play lawn darts. And pedal their bikes. Ding ding, ding ding, ding ding, ding ding. Now, we're not saying that taking your own life is an antidote to family tumult and strife. Yes, it is an act that can make plays up, but in reality, it doesn't work out well. So, kids, forget what you've heard. Never try this. We're professionals, and we're insured.
Just a reminder, this interpretation takes nothing from Dr. Seuss's inspiration. Our thoughts are our own as I stand alone and I play on this xylophone 8-belled trombone.
In this corner, here are Samson and Gregory from the house capitulant. They were born angry. And in this corner, representing the house of monotone, Abraham and Balthazar, a tenor.
Hi!
And baritone.
Hi. Excuse me, do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Yeah, and it hurts. See the pus there?
I think your pus mocks us.
Do you have a quarrel?
No, I don't yet. Only this simple moral. We surfboard monotone, as you must know, and monotones have on their bellies an O. Nothing is more fashionable. What could be better?
Oh, nothing except that you've picked the wrong letter.
Capitulates all have an X on their tummies, and if you don't, you're probably a dummy.
Do you mean a dummy with a capital D?
Yes, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to do.
Draw if you be men, you ex-belly fools.
Now, Tarn, you've added the fuel.
The fuel.
A giant brawl started, you wouldn't believe it. Bring me my long sword. And while I wait, I'll say monotone you're a creep.
Ha! You villain capitulant! I'm the man, and you are the creepiest creep in the land!
The creepiest creep in all the land? What does he mean by that?
He's lying, my love. You must never surrender.
Well, enter the prince, royal and wise. Is that about all you can take from these guys? A crusader for peace, he disrupts the fight. And everyone listens, because they know he's right. He pauses and makes the most eloquent speech. Where's the prince? Oh.
Will you just knock it off? I'm trying to sleep!
Well now, upon hearing the prince's great message of virtue, the crowd all dispersed. It was almost past curfew. Only Lord and Mrs. Monotone remained.
Where's Romeo? I've not seen him all day. Why won't he fight in the brawls like the others?
He spends his time daydreaming. Why should he bother?
Show me a mistress that is passing fair, where I may read who passed that passing fair. She is too fair, too wisely, too fair. It must be unfair to be passed at the fair, 'cause fairs, they don't care who passes them rarely. Even the fair will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare, but fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
Well now, that was young Romeo, kid number one. But as we can see, he's not having much fun. Perhaps he could use some red sneasel fruit juice. That juice is the best juice when your mind's on the loose. It's guaranteed for 10,006 uses. And it's nothing, no. Nothing like old Dr. Seuss's, as you can see here. Nor is a play which can stand on its own. Just stop to demand you before you go home.
Meanwhile, like a petulant pad, there's a suitor for Julie, and he's with her dad.
Capitulate, I am the man for your daughter.
I don't think he'll do.
What? What could be hotter? Besides that, practice some peppermint candy.
Does he have a point? I think you'll be dandy. Let's have a banquet. Young man, go get these names that I have writ. Before I can find these people and greet them, I need to find help from someone who can read them.
I'll read it to you to keep me from moping. Because fairs, they don't care who passes them rarely. Even the fairs will pass rarely, but barely. My love is fair, stripped bare and cooked rare. But fair Cupid steals my bliss, so I despair.
Young Romeo, I know your heart has been broken, because on this matter you've endlessly spoken. And I've tried my best to be philanthropic, but cousin, you have really exhausted the topic. It's tethered to sadness you must cut. But if you don't, can you please just shut up?
Benvolio, it is so rare to forbear.
Hey, buddy, what's going on over there? Can we help you?
Sure enough, there's help, then I need it, because I got this list here, and I just can't read it. To find a strong reader is what I have been hoping.
I'll read it to you to keep me from moping. These folks can come to Capitulate's party. Smarty Martino and his boy named Artie. Old Uncle Perk and his 96 daughters, Dave from Topeka and Lady Von Ribbled, Rosaline, Valentine, Livia, Tybalt. Anyone named Gordy or Tim or Melissa can come to this bash. If you can't, then we'll miss you. Wow, this party sounds great.
Like the best of the best.
If you're not a monotone, come be our guest.
Yo, Romeo, we gotta go catch this wingding. There's sure to be beauties there that'll even make you sing.
This party will never cure my broken heart, but I'll go along with you to take your part.
Meanwhile, back at the capitular place, we meet up with Julie, full of splendor. And Grace.
Nurse, where is Juliet now? Where could she be? I want my daughter, so lead her to me.
Oh, little plum dumpling of sweet pudding pie, where's my fragrant blossom? Come out, don't be shy. Oh, little love monkey, thou sweet chimpanzeezel. Answer my call and quit hiding, you weasel.
How now? Who called?
Get up off the floor, it's your mother's been waiting just outside your door.
Mom? Yes, it's I'm your own dearest mother. I've been called the same by your sisters and brother. I meant to say just what I said when I meant that I am your mother, 100%. I suppose this is a moment I'll cherish. Juliet, you are to marry young Paris. What? I'm not yet 14. Is there some room for doubt? I married young. Look how I turned out.
He's so handsome, he's a man of wax.
Look at his picture. He sent us a fax. We're having a party, and there you can meet him.
He's so delicious, you'll just want to eat him. On their way to the party, Benvolio and Romeo met up with their friend Clifford Deacon First Folio, Carmichael Zanzibar, Who's Fru's Mercutio, Zip Zip Shebang, also known as Mercutio.
Now, I think you can see by this point in the play that there isn't a singular possible way that our show could have taken on some attributes. We'd sooner put bounceberry beans in our boots.
Dance us some. Forget these people who won't return your affection. Dance with some others. Make a new selection.
Yes, gentle Romeo, we must see you dance.
My heart is too broken. There isn't a chance.
You lovesick young dreamer. Your dreams aren't all dreamt. Each man sees a new day, and you're not exempt. Do you want to live your whole life in a hole? I know what I know, and I'm telling you so. A life should be filled with adventure and bliss, and that's why I'm bothering telling you this.
This girl's a babe, or my name is Dumb Bubba.
My monotone alarm just gave the alert. I keep it hidden right here in my shirt. Anti-text monotone, then it is never wrong. And this one is fooling where he don't belong. This brazy young trespasser needs to be smitten. And if it's smitten, Uncle, your house is a monotone. There! Leave him alone. Wow, he has nice hair. But Uncle, it's Romeo, monotone's son!
Don't think I'm bored, but
I can't see his face. Is it worth it or not?
I have 12,360,000,050 hormones, and they all want you to kiss me.
Hey, you're kind of cute. Okay, here, hold my gum fruit. It's raspberry, lima bean, sneezer fruit, bratwurst.
Mwah. Wow, that is good tasting cum.
Your mother would like a few words with you, hon.
Who is her mom, if I may be so bold? Quickly, please tell me before I get old.
Her dad is the host who bought that main course dish you just ate. Her mother is no other than Lady Capitulate. Juliet is her name, and she is the fairest, but don't get any idea. She's marrying Paris.
She's a capitulate with rotten luck.
Romeo, we gotta get out of here. The gig is up. We can't stay here any longer. We gotta go home, Leo.
Wait, what is his name?
There are those who call me Romeo.
I said we're going home, Leo.
So, Romy's heartache was done. He met a new girl and she had good gum. The guests from the banquet had all departed, but not young Romeo. No. He was just getting started.
How can I leave here when she holds my importantest, blood-pumping, chest body part?
Yeah, Romeo, yeah. Where'd he go?
He went home to bed. That's where I'm gonna go.
But he didn't go home to bed, because I could have sworn I saw him heading towards the feast.
Well, that can't be right, because his bed is due east.
I'm telling you, he didn't go home to bed.
My friend, no offense, but you need a new head.
Coming back to this place may seem capricious, but I just can't help myself. She's gorgelicious.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. Is this thing on?
She speaks to herself through her self-speaking horn. Nothing is more useful to speak private stuff to. It makes it all louder so others can know too.
Romeo, baby, oh, Buck, wherefore art thou? I just can't get enough. Forsake your name, or else I'll forsake mine. But, if I forsake mine, there's a $10 fine. My tap dancing lessons will probably get canceled. No more TV, Rupert floats, no more Seinfeld. I'll probably get grounded for 3 or more hours. So, if there's a name to dump, let's make it Yours.
Juliet, you're a pearl of great price. You're like 2 pearls, only much, much more nice. I would say 3 pearls, shiny and rare, but 4 pearls, I think I'd be pushing it there.
Who is that? Yo, Romeo, is that you?
Yes, it is I, Romeo, that is true. Yes, it is I. I heard you speaking to your self-speaking horn, and nothing is more useful. I love you, my love, just as sure as you're born.
Let's find the preacher.
Let's get hitched tomorrow. Enough of this fighting.
This feuding.
This sorrow. Kiss me once more through the horn.
I can't anymore tonight. It's past 11.
Well, it couldn't hurt if we kiss once more through the horn, then we'll elope when the sun lights the morn.
Mwah.
So Romeo ran to the home of Monk Larry. Not Monkey Larry, he's not quite that hairy. He's just a monk, he's the monkiest one that Romeo knew and could get the job done.
Monk Larry, I'm glad that you're here.
What else would I be? I've not left here in years. Say, you sure, Chipper? Last time I saw you were blubbering, moping, and singing the blues.
That was the old me. I'm new and improved. I'm a hip-hopping, cool, righteous dude.
How can I help you, my dude filled with glee?
Monk Larry, will you marry me?
Listen, young punk, I'm a monk, don't you get it? I live all alone and I'm wearing a habit.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Capitulate's daughter. Our love is true.
Are you sure?
Yes, indeed, 190% guaranteed.
If I marry the girl to this monotone doodling, it may end the war. All this troublesome feuding. Okay, my young pup, I'll tie your knot. But if you're eloping, you're gonna need a plot.
came home late last night?
No, he never came back and he's still out of sight. And now Tybalt, the nephew of Capitulate, wants to challenge him to a bumballoon battle.
A bumballoon battle, that's the worst.
Yeah, I know.
That would mean curtains for poor Romeo. Tybalt's the best bumballoonist around. I've seen him bumballoon 20 men down. I can hold my own at your bumbalooning. But lovesick young Romeo's been too busy crooning.
Exactly. Oh, here he comes. Hey, Romy, what gives? You didn't go back to the place where you live.
There's an optometrist whose name is Cupid. He's opened my eyes and made me less stupid. I met a new girl. She's the best of the best. She passed the Romeo hot mama test.
Ooh.
Hey, okay.
Has anyone seen Romeo Monotone? I need to see him before I go home.
She's a fine catch-old son.
You know, I was picturing someone more young.
Wow. She's a big one, right? Look at those curls.
That's not the new girl.
Juliet, my mistress inquires about you, but I think she's missing half a dozen screws. As her nurse, I must ask, what makes you so great? Why do you deserve Miss Capitulate?
Everyone says I make a great milkshake.
That's good enough for me. Where should we meet you?
Monk Larry, so Mary's there, then we'll say, hooray!
I love small weddings. What's Hamlet?
Excuse me? Can I get your number?
Yeah.
So Romeo went back to Monk Larry's house. Not a creature was staring, not even
A mouse!
It ain't a mouse, it's a schnauzer-nosed dodger, amongst the tamest of lint-eating rodents. He lives in my sleeve along with this, lint-eating rabbit. They both eat my bad, stinky habit.
My stomach's a wreck. Where could they be?
Just a sec, I'll go check.
I do not like his stinky clothes. I do not like his schnozzle nose. I do not like them near or far. I do not like them in a car. I do not like them in a tunnel. I cannot push them through a funnel. I only love the girl I met. Here she comes. Hey, Juliet.
Sorry we were late in getting here. I had to use 8 cans of spray in my hair.
So don't I
I
much?
won't, I vow.
So, where's the monk?
Oh, for crying out loud.
I'll go find him. I think I know where. He'll be back in a jiffy, so never despair.
So, you like the Warriors?
No, I like the Lakers.
Oh, well, I like the Warriors.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
Have you seen the Lorax?
No, I've seen. Have you seen Cars?
No.
Well, I couldn't find Juliet anywhere. Hey, this girl looks good. How about you marry her?
This is Juliet, you knucklehead and monk.
Settle down, Tiger. I don't need this punk. Okay, kneel down. I gotta make this quick. I gotta flush my cat so we won't stick. Both of you, make sure your rings are all switched. You may now kiss the bride. I pronounce you hitched. Romeo and Jane were now happily married. They both yelled, hooray! And then off they scurried. But not all was happy in this neighborhood. Mercutio and Tybalt were up to no good. It happened that both of them came to a place where they stood nose to nose, face to face. I'm an east-going Tybalt, I say. You're blocking my path. You're right in my way.
I am Mercutio. I always go west, so you better step aside if you know best.
Didn't you hear the words from my mouth? I won't budge an inch to the north or the south.
I challenge you then to a bumballoon battle.
You think you can beat me? Fiddle battle.
You would bumballoon poor Romeo.
Yeah, so big deal. What's it to you?
We're on there, Tybalt. We're practically kin. I'll explain.
When I finish here, one more victim to go. His name starts with R and rhymes with Onio.
Oh, guys, quit fighting. This is just as bad as putting chameleons on top of flag.
Ouch. Ay, caramba, I've been bumballooned.
I am the victor of this lame buffoon.
Mercutio!
Romeo!
Friend, are you dying?
Actually, I'm feeling fine. And I'm lying.
Let me pull this bumballoon from your breast.
Please, I'd prefer if you called it my chest, not my breast.
Chest, breast, whatever. Yoinks, this thing won't budge.
Prepare to die, Romeo. I hold a grudge.
This thing is really a pain.
With my own bumballoon, I am slain.
Rats, how did this happen?
You caught me off guard. I was too busy yapping.
Romeo, run! Or you
graceful and I'm the plaything of luck.
Damn, what happened here? Oh, that blood on my shoe. I'd like to explore the reason that there were 2 blood stains and 1 dead body here on my floor.
Let's see, Tybalt here, Bumballoon, good friend Mercutio, and she got her bell rung by poor sweet Romeo.
I can see that.
Oh, Tybalt to do. My brother's son's 3rd cousin, 4 times removed. My kinsman Tybalt lies dead on the floor. Romeo must die to even the score.
Easy there, girly girl. I call the shots. I am the prince here, believe it or not. I will banish young Romeo from fair Verona as soon as I finish this slice of bologna. Oh. So Romeo has to skip town, or else the prince might find out and put him on the shelf. We see here young Julie as she thinks and sits.
I'm white to banish guy. Man, that's the pit.
But that's not all, because there's more pits in store. Here come her parents, right through her bedroom door.
Since poor Tybalt's death fills all our hearts with sorrow,
We're bumping your wedding up to tomorrow.
this is the pit's most double situation. I'm victim of my father's capitulation. I can't marry Paris because I've got a husband, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal except on Fuzz Island. I need to get help. If I don't, then I'm sunk. This is a job for old Larry tomorrow. Monk Larry, you've entered my bedroom, but how?
Check the script, Julie. It's my bedroom now.
Oh, is it because it's the magic of theater?
Yes, my child. She's got less brains than a sea otter.
Gentleman Larry, I need some assistance. Tomorrow's my wedding, despite my resistance. To Romeo, you recall, I am now wed, but they'd have me wed Paris.
Not if you're dead. Listen, I've got a plan, but it takes guts. And you must eat 2 of these death-making nuts. These death-making nuts, they make you look dead. Paris can't wed if the bride's dead in bed. That you are still living won't be understood. They'll all think you're dead. Because these nuts weren't good. Then, after your funeral, in a few days, you wake up with Romeo far, far away.
Wait, but how will Romeo know that I'm not really croaked?
Oh, I'll send him an email. I'll tell him our joke. In your tomb, unless tread has been trod. Romeo will sneak in and collect your bod.
Okay, I'll take the nuts when the evening has come.
And I'll send an email to romeo.com. The monk sent his email with details attached, but Romeo missed it because his PC crashed. He never learned that
Now I
Juliet
can't play
was
double
taking
sneeze
the
blaster.
So I think by this point in the play that you can see that it's true. With Dr. Seuss, our play has nothing to do.
We'll say it again in case you were snoozing. It never dawned on us to make this a Seuss thing.
So later that night, Juliet ate the nuts. Oh my.
Then, in the morning, she wouldn't wake up.
Wait, tell me what's the matter. Is Juliet dead? Is her body cold? Is there blood on her head?
Did you check her pulse? Did you give her CPR?
Did you give her the looking high lick maneuver?
Then tell me, what is this about? My leg cramped up. I just got done working out.
I'm so glad to hear Juliet isn't dead.
She's just a sound sleeper. She's got a good bed. And with a good bed, everything's been a sound sleep. And now that she's out of her bed, she shall leap.
Juliet, wake up. It's your lucky day.
Today's the day we give you away.
We give you to Paris today, the young lord.
Say, up out of bed. She's stiff as a board.
Her head's pretty cold. Maybe she froze in her dream.
Oh, maybe. Maybe she's dead.
It's our turn to scream.
Meanwhile, back on the beach of Cadiz, we meet up with Romeo. That's where he hid.
Romeo found him there sunning himself, disguised as an antelope sunbathing elf.
Romeo, wake up and hear what I have to say. Juliet's dead,
and her funeral's today.
Juliet, that name draws a blank. Help me out here. Does she work at the bank?
Juliet, your own heart's delight. You married her yesterday, and she's your wife.
Oh, Juliet, that name rings a bell. Now, what was the message you wanted to tell?
Juliet is dead.
Are you kidding me?
No,
How did she die?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
It must have been her broken heart that went crack. I'll kiss her one last time. Now I must go back. I must now go back. I'll take this authentic death cracker. It'll quickly take me out the picture. Don't try and stop me. It must be this way. Without Juliet, I shan't see one more day. My ears are deaf to your protestations. My mind is made up to have life deprivation. There is nothing, Benvolio, that you can do to keep me from dying. I will follow through. Don't make a scene now. I've told you my notion. I am a train, and my wheels are in motion. Off to Verona I go with my life to lay it before the corpse of my wife.
So, the mourners took one last look at Julie's body. Then somebody yelled,
Hey, snacks in the lobby.
Jesus!
Juliet, honey, to get here I ran. I tripped on a gravestone and fell on my can. I came here to give your lips just one last kiss. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna eat this. It isn't fair that I live when you're dead. I'll trade my life for death instead. Here comes a kiss, so pucker up, sister. Mwah! Yippee-yahoo, you're still a great kisser. That was phase 1, now here comes phase 2. I'll eat this cracker, then I'll be dead too.
Now, there's a reason that Romeo's life isn't halting.
and that's because we switched his death cracker with a plain salty.
We read the show, and it don't end pretty.
So we tweaked the plot a bit, made it less gritty.
Juliet woke up from her death-like lip slumber.
And overjoyed, Romeo did a fist bump dance number.
Mercutio and Tybalt weren't really dead. We were just teasing.
Playing with your head. We're both great pals now.
He's such a great listener.
They'll both be attending the Swish fishing opener.
Since both of us have been on hiatus, we bought a machine that a nice fellow made us.
It's guaranteed to make angry folks happy. He ought to know.
He's the feud-fixing chappie.
So all the members from both families went through the machine just as fast as a breeze. It took those X's and O's right off their tummies.
What were we thinking?
Wow, were we dummies?
Long years of bitterness melted away.
Now they had nothing but nice things to say.
Compliments flew.
Say, I like your tie.
I like your trousers, and you're a nice guy.
So nobody left. Just bug.
So they all partook of a giant group hug.
So it was official. The feuding had ended. The lovers kept loving and the families befriended.
All from both families sold their bumballoons, and with the money they bought a pontoon.
So every night with the fish and the ducks, they'd all partake in pontoon potlucks. Now you may have noticed that no one here died.
What? Can we help for a prologue line? But come on, that's no way to end a good play.
Dr. Seuss wouldn't I venture to say?
That's right, he wouldn't, and neither would we, even though our play is Dr. Seuss free.
Okay, so there were a few Dr. Seussisms, some overblown rhyming, and some minor plot schisms.
This stuff is dangerous.
It shouldn't be tried.
To interpret William Shakespeare's Seussified.
Leave that to the artists. They've had the right schooling.
They are the pros,
And they know what they're doing. We hope you've enjoyed this tragic lament.
Because we've all enjoyed it.
100%!
One more time!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Women and gents!
Romeo and Juliet, our prologue's address.
For one was the place from our place. Pick. We just gotta tell you, don't tell us at all.
Did you buy your thumb?
Yes, see the plus there? That's fight!
Let me tell you, you're a creep.
You're a creep!
You're a creep.
You're a creep! Enter the prince, the royal sap. Will you just knock it off? I'm taking a nap.
Where's Romeo?
There!
I want to come to rare.
He's a fruit juice, no Dr. Seuss.
Julie, he's with her dad.
Here, have some candy.
I think you'll be dandy. I can't read. What was me? What is my fate?
I can read blah 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 blah. Come to the party. This party sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet chimpanzee, what are you, weasel? I suppose it's the moment I'll cherish. Of course it is, girlie. You're marrying Paris!
Zip zip shebang, also known as Mercutio.
Do you want to live your whole life in a home?
Good evening, gents. I've got soul. Watch me dance.
I got you, mama.
Buckle your house is the monotone. There. How did you lose this man? Wow, he has nice hair.
I think you're hot.
You're on my gum. Mwah!
Now that is good tasting gum yum diddy yum.
Later that night.
Where'd Romeo go?
Keep him home to bed.
He's not going to bed.
My friend, you need a new bed. Romeo, baby, oh.
Kiss me through the horneo.
Mwah! Romeo ran to Larry the monkey.
Uncle Larry, glad that you're here. Will you marry me?
Okay, are you a couple? Play or not?
Hey, Romeo, what is? You gotta go back to the place where you live.
This new girl that I met, she passed the hot mama test.
Hey, okay.
Romeo monotone makes you great.
Everyone says I make a great shade.
Where should we meet you?
Uncle Larry.
The coupler.
Hey, can I get your number?
Hey, Juliet.
I use 8 cans of hairspray.
Run. She looks good. Marry her and Apodopsy hitched. Mercutio type her up to no good. Move! No! Die! Ah!
Refuse you up.
Romeo!
Ready to die? Pull this bubble over your breast.
It's my chest, not my breast.
Fire the balloon!
Rats.
Romeo must die!
Oh, Bologna.
This is the pigs that have you in Paris.
Nuts are dead! Eat these nuts! Romeo's PC crashed.
Double speech blaster.
Ah!
Is she dead?
Yes! Ah!
Juliet's dead.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It must have been a broken heart that went crack. I'll kiss her one last time, now I must go back.
Romeo danced and not even once died.
Nobody's dead, they're all still alive.
Real power! We hope you've enjoyed this tragic lemon.
Enjoy it.
100%!